What's up, everybody? Regarding the last video, I definitely want to thank you guys for understanding. I know very few people have watched the videos, but just to see that you guys are understanding is great. And to be honest, this community is better than what I honestly thought or even deserve, to be honest, for as inconsistent as I am. So thank you guys so much. But I know you guys have always had a lot of some of the best suggestions. I think it was lucrative door. Yeah, it was lucrative door. Wow, that is a hard word to say for me. Actually suggested to do podcast. I thought about doing that, but it seemed like everybody was doing that and talking about the gaming industry and the way that indie games are going about doing their stuff. I think it was Tyler7 that also said to do live, but my internet is horrible. I live next to sheep, so. And I tried getting it updated. That was a whole different thing. But I could probably, yeah, I could possibly do podcast. I mean, I could probably find a couple people or, grab some people from the community and we could all have conversations, almost like a round table, which would always, it's something I've always wanted to do. So if that's something that interests you guys, just let me know down in the comments. But anyways, today we're actually going to be looking at Say No More, which is actually supposed to not say no more. It's say no more. And then this is from the Studio Fezbin. Now, Studio Fezbin, from what I've seen, at least from looking into them, are really well known on their weird, wacky worlds that they kind of make, or just the unique artistic standpoints that they also go with. One of their earlier ones being the Inner World, which they had one came out in 2013 and this one in 2017. Then they have this game, but looking at the new games they also got coming out, Lost at Sea and Minute of Islands, they're so artistic and just unique in the way that they approach game design. And honestly, Say No More is about the same. And I mean, to be honest, this was a game that I kind of needed. Essentially what you do is you play as a brand new intern for this massive corporation. And their whole motto is say yes to everything. But these people take advantage of it. So what ends up happening is you get your special lunchbox that is also given to you by your roommate and your best friend, taken from you from your boss. Well, there's where all of the hijinks ensue. You ended up just finding a hidden record or a hidden tape, and you basically get to say no to anything and everything that everybody always tells you. It's a wacky, fun, comical, little whimsical way of doing things, but it's got this undertone of just essentially telling everybody that you don't always have to say yes. There's things that you don't have to do, and sometimes it may be the hardest, but it's something that also has to be done. And if I'm honest, that's something that everybody kind of needs to know. And this game demonstrates and kind of motivates you to say no more. I think I now understand the name of the game there. Now, this game really plays like a rail shooter. So you're just going to be running down the path and you're going to have employees that are going to ask you ridiculous things like go get them coffee or bring me lunch, print these papers. But there's also some people in this game that just want to have a conversation, and you can choose to say no to them, or you can wait it out and maybe develop a relationship with them. It really is up to you on how many times you just want to say no. And with that really just being it, it's a pretty simple, straightforward game, but it does have a few caveats to it. Space is going to be where you just tell people no. Then you have your arrow keys, which will give you your laughing, your clapping, your sarcastic nodding, and oh, what's the last one? And honestly, one more that I can't remember. But on top of that, you also have your 1, 2, 3, 4 keys, which is for your angry, cold, your wacky, and your... I completely forgot what number 4 for both of them is. But, I mean, that's it. That's really all it is to this game, is a rail-line shooter where you basically just say no to people. I think where a lot of the gameplay for this comes in is just the story on its own. It's only about an hour and a half long, but you can do multiple playthroughs. You can create your own custom characters, all the way from the way they look to even the language that they speak. You can have English, German, Japanese, and I'll tell you one thing, I didn't know what the, I guess, quote unquote, Gaelic or Irish way of saying no is, and I can imagine that no Irish person ever says no. But yeah, I mean, that's really it. The only thing I can really touch on more on is the sound design and the graphics. Sound design quality is top notch, and it's really working with the environment and its upbeat, sarcastic tones. Then you also have what you can see as the graphics. This insane, weird, blocky textures, but with these comical, again, yet comical animations that are going on, especially when they're running in the park. It's just so strange, but it's so charming at the same time, which just actually drives me, at least drove me to play this game in one sitting. I never wanted to take a break. I just wanted to see the game and continue to play the game, and honestly just keep saying no. So all in all, it's a really inspirational game, as weird as that is. It's quirky, it's funny, but it is honestly inspirational, especially if you're having a hard time at work, or maybe you're having, you know, a boss, or, you know, you feel like they always rely on you and you always feel like you're the yes man. This may be a game that'd be good for you to play, just to feel a little bit of motivation to say no more. This is almost like a Tony Robinson convention. But no, that, I mean, it really is. It's a fun game. Its premise is simplistic, but the story is motivational and fun. So, yeah, Say No More is coming out today, and I feel like if you are looking just for a artistic, quirky style game that is kind of outside of the norm, yeah, I think this would definitely be a game. I don't know how much it's going to be, but I think for an hour and a half, it's probably going to be $8. Honestly, if it's even like 12 to maybe even 15, I honestly would say it's probably worth it. Just for the experience, because it's really fun. But I don't see it being probably more than 10. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, if you guys want to check out the game, it's going to be in down in the description. I'm sorry, I don't have a script written out. I'm just doing this right off the cuff. So I hope this all sounds cohesive for you guys. But yeah. But yeah, no, if you want to check the game out, link's going to be in the description, as well as a link to the Discord if you guys want to come chat. Thank you guys again, especially for watching this one all the way through and watching all the videos. I genuinely appreciate the support. So yeah, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be looking at a whole bunch of new indie games, and there may be some that you missed. That's the best way I always like to tell people. So yeah, all right guys, I'll see you in the next video, and have fun.